A new discussion about how our country handles postpartum depression is brewing on social media this morning. It revolves around one California mother seeking help for her condition, only to have the police called on her. So we spoke with Jessica Partum about her story and what her plans are following this ordeal. Jessica Partum has 2 young children. She also suffers from postpartum depression and has been very open about it on Facebook. But her viral moment all started after she went to her obstetrician. Jessica wrote, "I have postpartum depression that is manifesting in fits of anger, and I want to discuss my medication options. Although I would never hurt myself or my baby, I'm having violent thoughts, and I need medication and therapy to get through this." To her surprise, Jessica wrote, they called the police on her. She began a 10-hour ordeal, Jessica says, including a police escort to the emergency room for testing, only to be sent home after midnight with a list of phone numbers. It was a story she felt compelled to share with the world.
I think it's more common than people are aware of, and I had been dissatisfied with the care from this particular facility for so long. I just wanted to vent my frustrations to my friends and family at the time.
Postpartum depression is not always easy for moms to talk about, but Jessica felt so outraged at how she was treated while seeking help, it was something she had to share.
I just wanted to break down that barrier of carefully selecting everything that I share on Facebook.
It's not just PPD that Jessica wants to spread awareness about, but how seeking medical care can be much more challenging for women, people of color, and the LGBT community.
People from these communities don't even seek medical care on average more often than their white counterparts because they're afraid. And I don't think anybody should have to be afraid to go to the doctor.
For that reason, Jessica is working with 2020 Mom, an advocacy group for maternal health care, to help pass 4 bills in California aimed at equal medical outreach while also helping organize an upcoming rally. She admits it's a lot of work, something many moms and their families can relate to.
But we are happy, healthy. I'm getting the care that I need. We're just busy and all a little tired.
It's a story that's getting a lot of attention right now. Many people have shared their postpartum stories with Jessica on her Facebook page, and that's where the hashtag Action for Jessica was created. And for more on that social reaction behind the story, let's check in with Anthony Ponce at DOSE headquarters. Hey, Anthony.
Hey, Melissa. Yeah, a lot of support coming in from all over the country under that hashtag Action for Jessica. And she said a lot of people have been offering financial support to her, but as she alluded to in your interview there, she would rather that money go toward minority women who are also seeking help. But here's an example of some of the tweets coming in for Jessica. Jennifer Waters wrote, "Thank you for sharing your experience." And the follow-up, "This is not the standard of care. It's appalling and my worst nightmare. Be well." And Liata Dowdy wrote, "You're an incredible mama, an intelligent person, a person of great integrity. Your husband is an awesome guy too. Then you're treated as a crazy, worthless person. And both of you are run through the coals. Unforgivable." Now, once again, Melissa, as you mentioned, they are converting kind of this negative experience into a positive by rallying all this support around Jessica to this organization, 2020 Mom, in California to raise money for other women who may be facing postpartum depression. And the website, if you're interested in this cause, is 2020mom.org. Back to you.
Anthony, thank you so much. Yeah, Gary, Layla, we were kind of having a conversation while that package was going because I suffered from postpartum with my daughter Ava, and I think the biggest misconception is that anybody that has postpartum wants to hurt themselves or hurt their children,
Yeah, right.
which is what makes it hard for people to come forward and say, I think there's something wrong.
Sure. Right.
And so what I love about what Jessica's doing is she's saying her story. Whoever it was that called the police was clearly in the wrong here. You know, I mean, it's just sometimes, but with me personally, I described it as I couldn't get my smile back. I just, baby blues times 10 and it wouldn't go away. And so I love that she's speaking up. I love that people are coming to her back and, you know, kind of getting that stigma out there that it doesn't, that's a very small percentage. The women that hurt their babies and hurt themselves, it is like a 0.01% that unfortunately is what the media talks about.
And according to your accounts, and Layla, you said you have a bunch of friends who have gone through this. I mean, this is more common than probably most people think.
Well, you hear baby blues all the time. Baby blues happen to basically everybody, and it's right after you have the baby, and it can last anywhere from a few days to a few weeks. If it goes on for longer than that, that's when they say it's kind of turned into postpartum. But that's what it felt like for me. I just felt like I could not get out of the baby blues.
But you probably were less willing to speak up because of the stigma attached to it.
Absolutely. I didn't want people to think I was crazy.
Right, or that I had this beautiful moment happen in my life, but now I'm sad and I can't explain why.
And you don't want people looking at you, staring at you, going, what's she going to do? Is she going to snap? Or, you know, there's a lot going on, but I'm proud of her.
Good for
standing
speaking out. All right.